How'd you get more done in less time? This is something we've all asked again and again. I'm just so busy, I can't get enough done. And in truth, in truth, we don't really have to do that much. As Deepak Chopra once said, do some things and achieve some things. I'm paraphrasing. Do less and achieve more, but ultimately do nothing and achieve everything. That was in quantum healing. We have extraordinary abilities, extraordinary power within us, but we spend our lives being busy. Busyness, busy. And what we're telling ourselves, we don't want to confront ourselves. We don't want to tap into who we really are, what our mission is. I think it's got to do with more than just courage. It's got to do with more than just courage. We can't just have courage for things. We have to be able to also know what's important. There are things that are just not that valuable. We just don't need to be doing them. They're not that important. They're not that important at all. They're just not worth it. But we spend a lot of time doing those things. I know one of my weaknesses is information, is education, is knowledge. For a long time I've said I need to know. It's one of my most famous lines, for me. I'm always saying that I need to know. I want to know this. I'm fascinated by information, by teaching myself things. I'm always teaching myself things. I love growth, personal development and growth. But I can know too much about something. I can overdo it and I won't take action. And I think that has been always one of the dangers in my life, is that, there's a point where I must stop questioning and thinking and checking and understanding and reading and discovering, and I need to just do. I need to do more. So I've really turned my world upside down now. I've become more about doing, much more doing, and less about planning and researching and checking and understanding. I think doing is actually a really good energy. It's a powerful thing to do, to just do. Doing is an extraordinary thing. What it does for you is it puts all of the reasons why you are here on earth into action. It takes something out of you. It makes you discover your essence. You begin to realize, this is why I'm here. But you only find that out from doing. And I feel that this is a danger in our society, because with people's dependency on computers and iPhones and iPads, we're dumb people with smart devices. And we're getting dumber as our devices get smarter, because our devices are thinking for us. They're doing things for us. Even as simple a thing as finding an area on a GPS, on a map book. We need to learn skills. Without your mobile phone, where is it? Where is it? Have you been paying attention? Or have you been watching a screen? There's something to be said of someone who switches off their computer, who basically, we need the skills. We need computing skills. We need to get good at it. We can't let technology override us. Technology exceed our capability. We can't be fearful of tech. We have to be able to go, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. But you also need to live. You also need to live. And you need to know and capture the moment for what's happening. Recently, I had a situation where somebody very, very special came visiting, was with me. And, I know that they're only here for a short time, right? And I could have gone off and done business and done all sorts of things and come back and gone off and done whatever and then come back and then gone off and done whatever and then come back. But I didn't. I really spent time with this person, and I realized how valuable the time is, you know. And, you know, at the back of my mind, I really knew, I need to work. I need to keep doing this thing because this is making things happen for me. So I need to keep doing this. But no, I took the time to genuinely do what was needed to be done. And I'm so happy I did that because, you know, that time is very tight. It's very short. And sometimes we're under this impression that, you know, human interactions are not that important, that we can go off and hide behind our computers, behind a keyboard and a screen and just live life in a little office. And that's not what it's about. Life is here to be lived. There's a reason we are here. There's a reason we are here to experience life, to experience the organic outcroppings of things. You know, we want to experience things. We want to taste, eat, inhale, feel. We want to do all of those things. And those things only come from physically living, physically doing things, physically approaching, physically mixing in, creating your own, doing your own thing, developing, whatever. You've got to do that yourself. If you don't do that, you will not have lived. So, I would like you to think about where your life is going. I'd like you to think about the mechanism of your life. What is it that gets you up? What is it that brings you together with people or friends? How much time is really relevant for you to be sitting on a computer? How much time do you really need to keep yourself up to date with computing skills, for instance, as opposed to going to do other things? One of my tasks on my agenda today is to physically go and do shave, do all of those things. Obviously, I'm going to go to the beach, going to have a little bit of go and splash around in the elements, go and enjoy the organicness of it all, cook, chef, produce, create, do all these amazing things. But I've also got a task today, and it's a task I could very easily do over the internet. It's very easily, I could just email, but I'm going to do something that's a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging, which is I'm physically going to walk the streets, and I'm going to go from company to company and drop off letters to mentors, people that I strongly admire and believe in. Why would I do that? Why don't I just email it? I think you know the answer to that.